Ray the Dashing one will here. Hope everyone had a great Monday. And hopefully did really well. It's daylight. I started at 4 o'clock Monday afternoon. It's 11:15 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Halloween. Happy Halloween. 19 hours, I believe that worked out to be. Holy shit. I am absolutely shagged out. I wasn't going to make a video, but I thought I'd make a quick one. And just add all what I did. I'm just going to put everything that I did from the start, from now. I honestly can't remember what I did. I know at one stage, I think my first offer was from Jason's Deli, and then after that, I think I went on to On the Border. Just turned out to be going a bit further afield, and there was a wait with that because On the Border in Lee Summit is absolute shite. Even though it was actually, there was people in there, quite a lot of people in there yesterday for them, and and it seems like they had some new manager in there, I think. And she helped, and there was like another bloke in there when I went in. He was picking up a private order, although he said he's thinking about doing Doordashing. And then another dasher walked in at some stage during it all. They ended up both getting their bags, and she brought mine out too. But then I said to her, there's supposed to be some alcohol drinks with these. Oh, I'll make sure that those are done. So that was a further wait. Oh, good grief. Good grief. I ended up, I was chatting with the customer back and forth on the messenger thing, and informed them that I need to see their ID because it's a alcohol order. And anyway, done all of that. They were fine. I got all the stuff on board, and then went off down there, and it was a ways out, like about I think it was like about 11 miles in the end, and she was waiting there when we got there. It was pretty chilly out too, but she was waiting there when we got there. I gave her the food. I got the food out. It was in an in a catering bag, and I done all the bit with the phone and the bloody scanning the license. All that went pretty well. I said to her, I think I've got to remember how to do this. I haven't done one of these for a while. Anyhow, did that. She all went through no problem, and gave her the food. And I said, oh, hang on, I've got to get you drinks, what you just signed for. Anyway, so I gave her those, and she was all happy in that, and off I went. But I paid about $19, I think, on that one. I don't remember if that was the one that I went to for. I don't know where I ended up. I know at another stage I got a order from Starbucks, and it probably went a mile. And mile and a half, very, very tops. The Starbucks order on Douglas, and it went down to Dairy Queen on Douglas. And I did do a short video, I haven't released it yet though, but I got up there, it's like, why don't you put, when it's going to a business and you've got the delivery instructions, why don't you actually know? I mean, I'd looked up where it was going before I even, picked up the order. So I had a rough idea where it was going, because, I mean, it said that it was Dairy Queen there, but there's also other little businesses that are right on top of it. And yeah, so this dipstick didn't put flipping that it was there, but that was where I went to anyway. And I didn't see the address on the building, at least not through the door that I went through. I parked at the other end of their little car park there, and it was all mirrored windows and that. And but there was you wouldn't know it was flipping Dairy Queen if you looked at it from that end. Anyhow, so I walked in there, going, oh, thank God for that, it is Dairy Queen. So I walked up to the the order counter. There's like 3 people in there, I think. That was all I saw. And his first bloke's there, and he went, oh, can I help you? I said, yeah. I said, it'll do food delivery, mate. Look, delivery. He goes, I said, it's for a bloke called whoever. I know who it was. And he's like, no, that's not right. No, I don't know anyone called that. I went, it's Dairy Queen, right? He went, yeah. And then I went on to ask him something else, and the bloke behind him was going, it's me. Oh, you are him? Anyhow. 3 people in this place. Why don't you know your bloody co-workers' names? Crying out loud, talk about small flipping staff, and you can't flipping figure out that. Anyhow, so there was a few things that went on during the night. I'm just going to put them all, they all would have scanned across the screen by now, maybe. But maybe, I think it was around about 2:30, possibly. I'd done a few, we moved to the Blue Springs area, done a few flipping offers up and down there, and actually got paid to go out that way too. I had an offer from Lee Summit somewhere, jeez, that went out that way, paying $12 at know that. And it went to one of the people that we delivered to fairly often out there. So that was handy, because kind of knew where it was going in. But, so went off and delivered that one, and then done a few others. And then I think it was like about 2:30, something like that. I've been through the bloody video, the dash cam videos, trying to look up the footage of this, but we were sat there in our usual spot. Like I said, we'd already done a few flipping deliveries and that, and back to our usual spot, and all of a sudden I spot something come running across from the other side of the road, and then straight across flipping 7 highway over to where we were. Oh, two coyotes. One was chasing after the other one. Didn't look very pleased with the other one, but anyway, good grief. It was, so what more wildlife do we have to look out for? There's going to be bloody more growls to worry about now. Jeez. The only thing I have to worry about growling when if I was back home was a bloody fox. Well, and a dog, but anyway. But anyway, so anyway, done that, worked there till, I think, about 4:30 a.m, around about that time. I said, let's carry on, let's go back to the other way. So we went back to Lee Summit. And it was very slow to start with, but it was okay. I got to lean back a little bit. And I got to experience a whole different how things happen in the daytime. Wow, jeez. It was like I somehow stepped into the Twilight Zone. It was a very odd time. A very odd time. Got a Starbucks order, did a Starbucks. I think that just got left at someone's door. And then did a Sonic. But before those, I'd done a Lamar's Donuts. And the first one I went in, I'd been in there before, but it's a while ago. And I was stood in line and there was a lady in front of me and then the bloke that was in front who was choosing everything. So, I've been up all night. I want to pick this box up. I don't give a flying just hurry up and pick a fucking donut. He's getting a box of donuts. I don't know how many he was getting, but anyway. And he's like, oh, can I have ones with with a hole in it? You've got a bloody hole in your arse, mate. Just fucking move. I'm not at my best this time in the morning. Especially when I've been up flipping all night. And then this bloke walks in. There was a woman in front of me, and I said to her, there's too many bloody choices. She went, this bloke's holding everything up. Anyhow, with that, this flipping other geezer walks in, and I sees the phone in his hand. He's another Doordasher. Well, he's obviously known in there because he's flipping chatting with whoever's behind the counter. And then goes up to this other part of the counter and picks up his stuff. And I went, so I've been like, went over to see what he was doing. And then I said, well, if you're doing it. I went, oh, there's mine. There it is. Didn't have to wait. Bollocks, right. Get on out and take that. It was like a dozen donuts, I think, in that one. And, or maybe half a dozen. Maybe half a dozen. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, grabbed that. Got that off to the customer, and it said hand to me. And it was around about like 7 o'clock in the morning, something around about then. I'm like, good grief, you want me to ring someone's bell at this time in the morning? This don't seem right. And I wrote to them and said, I'm on my way. I want to make sure they were up and about or whatever. So I don't want to flipping ring on someone's bell this time in the morning, but I got up there, pressed their little ring type alarm doorbell, and it made some Halloweeny sounds. And people came to the door and they were all cheery. Like, okay. These people are more happy to get a flipping box of donuts than if you've been a lot of the people that I deliver to at night that get catering orders and other stuff. They're like, really? Shit. And then when I dropped off at her house, I took a picture of their house, and then pulls off their driveway. Another offer comes in for Lamaze, and it was paying $12 and something. And it was a catering order. Woof. Oh shit! This is gonna be a big. Oh my gosh! What have I set myself up for? And went off and got down there. Well, they hadn't done it. They were behind now. So I'm like, okay. So I just stood around, and the bloke that finally caught up and done it all and had it all in the box. I said, "You sure that's all it is?" He said, yeah, there's 3 dozen donuts in there. You sure? It's like, seems like it's a catering order, for crying out loud. I'm thinking that is going to be like more boxes. Because there was a lady in there when I first went in the first time round, and there was piles and piles of these bloody boxes that probably had, I think it was like 3 dozen or something in there. And in each of these big boxes. And this is what this woman's been taking before. And she must have had 12, 15, 15 big boxes. I said to her, good grief, you've got a lot. That's some big order. She says, oh yeah, these are for the construction workers. Well, all that sugar, they'll be buzzing around all day. That's your idea, she says. Jeez. Anyway, so the order flipping was finally ready at the second order, the catering order, and I'd looked it up where it was going previous. I went, okay, well I don't really need directions for that, but alright. I looked it up and I went, leave it outside the building? Really? My God. Alright. It's not like you're putting it on someone's doorstep, really, because it's kind of out to the open where I was thinking it was going. Well, it was going there. But when I turned up there was all the vans were there, and someone was trying to manoeuvre a van, and I went, oh bollocks, I'll just pull in here. And I see like greasers all over the place and that. Well, they were open, that's for sure. Didn't have to leave it at a door or anything. And the bloke that was in the van next to me, I went to get out to get the box of donuts out the back. And he's like backed up in, and he pulled his window down, and he went, are those for us? I went, yep. Oh, I can take those. Oh, I bet you can. Anyhow, I ended up giving them to him. But gave those to him, and it's like, bloody hell, people are well cheery this time in the morning. Yeah, it was like I woke up in the twilight zone. And so I'd given him that, and then the darn thing's asking me to take a picture. So I wound down my window, that bloke was still there, and I took a picture of him. And then right after that, he decides that he holds up the flipping donut box. Anyway, I'd already taken a picture by then. Mrs. Womble thought that was quite funny. How he did that. But yeah, it was, so I got rid of that one. And it wasn't so a lot. There was several silly ones, that's for sure. And but it was also I picked up a Sonic one. I can't remember how much it was paying, but I went through the drive-through on that and went off and delivered that. Can't even remember where it went. And then one came in for Chick-fil-A, and I took it. I have not been to Chick-fil-A in I don't know how long. And I got over there and Mrs. Womble wanted to go in. Actually, she went and picked up the Starbucks too, but that was only a little bag. And that's what we thought that this one was going to be at Chick-fil-A. Well, it had 3 bloody great big drinks with it. And there wasn't, I don't think there was a whole lot in the bag that came with it, but there was 3 big drinks that were in it. And that was a pain in the backside. Certainly for her. Certainly for her. But they were a bit more, they helped her out. I was in the van going, she wanted to go in. Because she always went to, she'd always go off and get in Chick-fil-A and that. But anyway, did that one. Can't remember I don't think I did anything else after that. I don't think I did. And I was really, really tired. I was trying to fight it and that. Of course, Mrs. Womble was tired too, but she actually had some sleep during the night. I was trying to get a few naps in between while we were waiting over in Lee's Summit, but that was that. Couldn't do it. Anyhow, so finally home, and I'll be back out probably about 3-4 o'clock time, and it's now nearly 11:45, so there's not going to be a whole lot of sleep. Anyway, but I'm going to grab what I can and edit this bloody video somehow. Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful Halloween. I do have a short video to go up about something. But anyway, and I would have put everything. I'm going to be probably talking over everything different, and which you'll see up above or as a split screen, whichever. Anyway, like I said, happy Halloween. Hope everyone has a great night of it or day of it. Hopefully you'll make enough monies to warrant being out. I did, in 19 hours of working over the night and partially daytime, I did probably the most miles I've ever done. And I'd forgotten to take pictures of the clocks yesterday too, so I had to zip in, go back and figure it all out. 284 miles. Apparently, if my sums are correct. Holy crikey. I wonder if I feel flipping wore out. Anyhow. Hope everyone has a safe one. Hopefully you really do well on getting the monies in, etc. And hopefully it's going to be stress-free. And as my insurance lady just said, watch out for all those kids flipping delivering in their costumes later. I said, yeah, I don't want anything from them to scare me. But yeah. So watch out for all of those, especially down these dark streets. I don't get these dark streets. Anyway, make loads of money, have fun, just have a laugh. Any flipping stress, just laugh it off. Do whatever, it doesn't matter, just forget it all. And just make your monies and get out when you can and go home and have a rest. Anyway, have fun. Thanks. Cheers. Ta-da.